if I make a full plate, then it won't look nice there. So if I make half plate, then I have to do in such a way that it joins this wall. Yeah. It becomes a corner plate. So, corner alone.
Yeah, fine.
Good afternoon, guys. Like I promised, I'm here at Sakura Sushi. Very sweet owner. I asked him, and he was happy to allow me and give me permission to record. He asked if I'm making a video of him or the food. So the food should arrive in a bit. Nice quaint place with positive ambience. Feels nice. It's well designed, very artistic, and nice Japanese theme in the middle of Auroville was the end of the main road. So let me just turn the camera around. So let me get the first bite out of my smoked fish nigiri sushi. And once again I've got chopsticks, but luckily I had some practice yesterday because there isn't even an option here. And if I don't use these, then I'll have to resort to my fingers. It's got a slight rubbery texture since it's just smoked, it's not cooked. But there's no smell of any sort. It's very pleasant, and I enjoyed that. So they use what's called Akita Komachi rice, and that's grown locally. It's grown in India, although of Japanese origin. So it's now time for my Futomaki sushi.
It doesn't actually be on the same day.
Futomaki sushi, yeah. There's a lovely crunch. It's coming from the cucumber possibly, and some carrot in between. But a wholesome morsel. In terms of size, it's a bit more convenient than the gimbap I had yesterday, but that's probably the difference between the two cuisines. And Japanese are generally more, dainty and more intricate, so they prefer things in smaller portions. After struggling for a bit, I got some of that ginger on the side. And that wasabi sauce. shoots up straight to your brain. That horseradish. Damn, my sinuses have opened up. So after much ado and a lot of effort with my fingers, I finally had to resort to pushing the leftover rice grains onto my fork with a chopstick and finishing it. I'm relieved that I managed to eat it without spilling it out of the plate. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of tricky. So that's out of the way. Let me see what the dessert is like. It's apple cheesecake with poppy seed. It's quite exquisite. So this poppy seed on the base along with the crust and cream cheese inside, and they put a spin on it, so they've got oatmeal on top as the dressing with some raisin and almonds. There's a nice caramel topping as well. There's a hint of an orange zest. I'm getting some of that citrus in the bite. So, wow, still processing what just happened in the last half an hour. As they say, be careful what you wish for, and I was asking for too much adventure, which meant I ended up having a small accident. Nothing too serious, few cuts on my left pinky, but it's all good. The bike needs a few repairs. So what happened was I was, sort of going along on the Solar Kitchen Road inside the interior Auroville, and the auditor of the Auroville Foundation, the statutory auditor, as luck would have it, was right behind me, and I stopped kind of instantly. I was at maybe 10-15 kmph, and I stopped to check the map because I wanted to go to the visitor center and ask a few queries. And this guy, I don't know if he was thinking about something else or what exactly happened, but about exactly 2 seconds after I stopped, I felt something ram from behind, and that's not happened to me before. I've had a few small crashes here and there, but this literally felt like a roller coaster taking off. Like I could feel the thrust. But I got up immediately, and he was cool as well. He apparently just got his vehicle serviced, and it was an old Alto, a second-hand car that he wasn't too concerned about, but it was badly damaged, and that speaks poorly of Maruti's materials and sort of ability to withstand crashes. It's extremely poor because we were at literally no speed, and his whole bonnet's kind of gone in, and the right headlights shattered completely. Whereas the Jupiter that I was riding, just the left indicator and a few crashes from the fall, obviously on the side, on the left side. So that's a predicament now that I'll have to sort out. I'll have to pay damages to my owner, and he's got my number. So since he's obviously influential here, I'll have to probably cover his costs. And I completely backed out. I didn't go to argue the case or anything because I just wanted to come out of it clean. Since I'm not officially an Aurovillian and I have no business being in that area, and especially getting into a crash or an accident of that sort. So yeah, that's that. I mean, I feel a little better now that I've shared something, since I can't really tell anyone else apart from my owner, to whom I'll have to convey this later in the evening. And fingers crossed it's not an insane amount that I'll have to pay for those repairs. But he's a nice guy, so should be fine. Maybe 1-2k. Damn, now my chocolate's melted. So I had this Mason and Co. dark chocolate that I wanted to review, and I was actually going around Auroville looking for a nice place to sit down and do this, but it's all melted now, and I have to put it in the refrigerator. Recording a video, that's why I'm talking. So that was Dinesh, the owner. So I'll meet him later on the day and chat with him. This is what it looks like. It's 85% intense, the highest percentage they had there. So let me just I don't know how to eat this because it's become like a huge blob now. Yeah, I'll get savage and just lick it off the aluminium foil like a badass. Wow, I can eat this whole thing right now. The word that's coming to mind is clean for some reason. That's lovely. Smooth as butter. This is clearly not the way to eat chocolate. But yeah, when in Auroville. Good stuff.